All right, so today's date is March 23rd, 2019, and we are on the highway on our way to MPX. Of course, it's Saturday, it's what we do. So, what's our event called this week?
Our event for this week is called MPX Unleashed.
Unleashed. All right, so what's our card look like?
So, because they have it mixed up this way for some reason. Uh-oh. Hang on. Crap. 1 second. Alright, there we go. So, the first match, I'm assuming, is Big Fitz versus Loverboy Larry.
Big Fitz versus Loverboy Larry, hailing from your girlfriend's bedroom. Love that guy's billing. All right, so who you got and why?
To be honest, I'll give props to Big Fitz for the win on the 6-man tag from last week.
Right.
I'll give him props for that. But I'm getting the vibe that Loverboy's gonna come out with the win, get some revenge for the Chili Trio.
Right. We're sticking with the Chili Trio?
Sticking with it.
Okay.
But then again, Big Fitz could get the win, so I'm in the middle.
I love Loverboy Larry's his whole shtick, but I got to go with Fitz on this one. He just decimated Tatum Manning last week with a powerbomb, bringing the
almost like a last ride powerbomb.
Oh, that thing was nasty. And Big Fitz, it's not just a fancy name. He's a tall dude. So he got Tatum Manning up there and just buried him in that ring. So, yeah, dude got a lot of power, but, he is new. Loverboy Larry, he's been wrestling for a while. So, it comes to a thing is it's going to be experience versus,
strength and height. Or
brute strength, yeah. Brute strength, brute size at that, So, yeah, I'm going to go with Fitz. Yeah, final answer. Big Fitz.
All right. Next match is... I still don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. It's Jacus versus Brett McKenzie.
Right. Okay. So, he's a masked guy. Does it say where he's from?
Nope.
From Chikara, or...?
It doesn't say anything about
so
from where they're from.
All right, well, we don't know anything about new guy other than he's got a cool mask.
That thing does look pretty cool, too.
And you got Brent McKenzie, who, before he aligned himself with Aller, had a heck of a mean streak in him. And what's his billing? Almost 400 pounds to punch you in the damn mouth.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you go and throw some hands. And, yeah, without knowing much about the new guy, I got to give it to Brent. I got to say, Brent's going to go in there and just beat this guy up.
Agreed.
So, up next?
MPX Tag Team Championships. The Misled versus Team Action.
The Misled versus Team Action. Alright, so who you got? And why?
The Misled. I just feel like that Team Action's gonna get decimated. Because, yeah, they're experienced, but they're also old. I'm not, saying just because they're old, they're not going to pull out the win. I've seen them pull out wins many times.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like the Misled are just this new dominant tag team.
Yeah, they're on a roll. For me, I would find it hard to pick against the Misled. The way the matches have gone is, Malico's in there. He's exchanging beatings with whoever his opponent is, and little brother comes on in after Malico's weakened them both up, and he just lays waste. I think little brother was in what's his name, Doc Hill?
Yeah,
I think he was in the ring for a total of probably maybe like a minute or two last week, and it was all that's all it took to change the tide, and Malico was able to finish him off. So, yeah, it's hard to I mean, it's not a formula I would use to sit there and take a beating for the entire match and let little brother come, finish everybody off. I can't say I'd sign up for that, but it's working for him. So yeah, I find it hard to go against you on that one. I'm gonna have to go with the misled on that one. Team action though, it's gonna be butt punches handed out.
Yeah, definitely. And the last match that's listed here is Hardakis versus CJ Ward for the MPX Championship that he acquired last week.
Right. So, spoilers, Hardakis is the new champ. CJ Ward, I mean, Hardakis has probably got, maybe 70 pounds on the guy, and maybe like a whole foot taller than him. So, on paper, this whole thing just looks like, straight Hardakis, no question.
But you never know. The Chili Trio might, try to even up the odds. Right.
There's no way of knowing whether, Ward is actually going to be out there by himself, or Tatum Man is going to be running interference for him, and kind of give him that even playing field where he's going to lack in size and power, craftiness and a little underhanded, leg pull, maybe, straight punch here and there toss.
Yeah, it could be just Tatum Manning, depending on if Loverboy loses to Big Fitz later in the night.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Hardakis just because I don't see him losing the title after a week. I think he's going to hang on to that thing for quite a while. It was, it took a lot just to get it off of him, the first time he lost it. So I don't see Hardakis dropping that belt anytime soon. So, well, what I did notice was not on the card is we don't have a prospect title match and we don't have an addicts title match, right?
Yeah.
So we wouldn't exactly have a straight up prospect title match, right?
Yeah, it took them a little while to put up the next one where they put it up against, like, what was that event?
Was it a Fatal 4-Way, wasn't it?
It was a Fatal 5-Way.
Fatal 5-Way for the prospect title.
Prison Escape or something like that where
it was a tournament. Right, that was the Jailbreak tournament.
Oh, right. There you go.
Right. It went on for a couple of weeks where,
they were trying to determine who the next prospect champion would be.
Yeah, they basically set up brackets, and, they had to win a match, and you'd progress, and, basically you take on whoever won their match, and then it boiled down to the final two, and then there's your prospect champ. So you think they're going to do that again?
Well, actually, that's not how it worked. Everybody won their first match, and then they just put the 5 guys in one gauntlet match.
Oh, right. Okay.
It wasn't exactly a gauntlet match, but 2 guys started off in the ring, and then the rest of them were handcuffed to the post, and they had the timer.
Oh, okay. Right. Hence the name Jailbreak. Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So either way, do you think
Jailbreak 2.
You think they're going to do Jailbreak 2?
That would actually sound like a good event.
And that was a pretty entertaining match too, because I think one of them got handcuffed and then got beat down and just kind of hung there from the turnbuckle.
If I'm not mistaken, that was either Marcus Rose or Silver.
Yeah,
it was one of them.
Yeah, but either way, it was just like it's not the best position to be in. Getting tied to a turnbuckle until you're allowed to get loose. You get somebody with some not so good intentions and come and work you over while you're basically defenseless. So that'll be exciting to see if they start in on that, or maybe a couple weeks yet.
I mean, they haven't posted an Addicts title match, so you never know. They could do one of those. They normally do 6 to 7 matches, and there's only 5 posted here.
Right. So yeah, we could still see Sagan and the Impact players, which I notice are missing from the card, but they're pretty regular there. So that's our card that we have for tonight. So if you ever want more than our amateur rookie type commentating, you can go on to the search the MPX network. They got their own monthly build network platform out there, and they have tons and tons of material on there. You can get your commentary from the voice of MPX, Cody Cox and Tyler Foster. Those guys providing commentary for you if you do the actual official MPX network thing. And they're going to be way more polished than what we are. We're just a father-son duo, just doing this in our spare time, having fun, So, yep, we'll see you guys at the event. And till then.